Người từ là từ phương Bắc đã qua dòng sông sông dài, tìm đến phương này một nhà thân ái. Tình Bắc duyên Nam là xuyên, tình chung muôn đời ta đắp xây. Gặp nàng, nàng lạ thôn nữ, mắt duyên cười say, môi hồng tình ngát đôi lòng, mong vang chung bóng. Ơi mạch đất dâng hương là hương, cần lao chung đời vai sát vai. Bàn tay thương yêu nhau rồi, ngô khoai hai mùa nhắn một niềm vui, chung vui cho thơm hương đời lúa vàng tình ơi. Người mãi hạnh phúc nơi nơi reo cười, quê hương thôi đau dẫu ngàn sông núi cách chia, ta đem yêu thương về cho.
Upstream from the citadel, the Tian Mu, or Heavenly Lady Pagoda, looms over the Perfume River as one of the city's most prominent landmarks. In 1601, a mystic woman decreed that whoever built a pagoda on this bluff above the Perfume River would also found a great dynasty. Wen Hong gambled on this prophecy, and his lineage all the way to Bo Dai stood as testament to her wisdom.
Which transported the monk who burned himself in 1963 right in Saigon, to protest against ZM policies. And this is the car, and inside, the photo, So ZM, president of the South Vietnam, he from Hue. Yeah, he from this city. Yeah.
The Hue Citadel, encompassing the Imperial City and Forbidden Purple City, is a wonderland of palaces, temples, and gardens that are continually being restored in a manner that makes it nearly impossible to tell what is original and what is new. China controlled Vietnam for 1,000 years, from 111 BC to 939 AD, and influenced Vietnamese architecture. Kings of the Nguyen dynasty built their capital in Hue, with the imperial city, the citadel, modeled in part on Beijing's imperial capital. The city's tombs, palaces, museums, pagodas, garden homes, and colonial French villas, coupled with the poetic landscape, are the richest vein for cultural exploration in Vietnam. But for the chance meeting of men, who themselves are a part of the living history of Hue, this place might have been viewed as simply another cultural artifact. As it was, the Tu Duc tomb took on a special significance because of an element of luck. 10 of us served in Vietnam, and several knew the city from their tours. People travel the world for a myriad of reasons, but prior service soldiers are known to travel on personal missions as they seek to understand their military service. So it was with us, several of whom might be considered walking wounded in search of healing and forgiveness. War changes those who serve, and no one's war is the same as another's. Healing, in retrospect, is a part of war. And so it was on March 1st, 2008, in the poignant setting of the Emperor Tu Duc tomb grounds, that we encountered another group of military veterans. But these were former enemies, adversaries now viewed with respect and even a degree of trepidation. They wore uniforms adorned with military ribbons and medals, and each was somber yet proud. Upon seeing the half-dozen decorated and aging veterans, our guide Tano instantly understood that these were former NVA militants, who 40 years later might find a sense of healing through meeting former enemies. He introduced himself and explained that he was escorting American veterans. Would they, he asked, wish to meet the Americans? Vâng, yes. What we found, blessedly so, was that the enemy was a person of human qualities who served only because his country called. A big world became smaller on a March afternoon in Hue, Vietnam, and with it a sense of closure for a privileged few whose lives are lived thousands of miles apart. Upon returning to our hotel in Hue, we found the banquet room packed with at least 250 former NVA soldiers, all in a festive mood. Major General Nguyen Van Thieu and soldiers who served under him were celebrating the 40th anniversary of their capture and defense of the city of Hue during the 1968 Tet Offensive. Soon they were greeting us, shaking hands, hugging, hoisting toasts, and announcing that times have changed and today we are friends. Our chance encounter was empowering, emotional, healing, and historic. The handshakes and hugs soon evolved into a flurry of photo ops as dozens of pictures were snapped, sometimes to the ring of Mat Hai Ba, or 1, 2, 3 in English.
Okay, let's race. 1, 2, 3, race!
Việt Nam lên 1, 2, 3, go!